Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456 here, the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 103 of Less Platinum and 100% Rise of the Tomb Raider. Alright, let's read this one.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Yeah, this is very, now it's getting like more Resident Evil, more Outlast. Has Outlast 2 come out yet? It's currently the 20th of January, so I don't know if it's been out. That is a big rat. And she is not one little bit scared. Wait, can I look at my map again? The reason I asked about Outlast 2 was... why wouldn't you put it at the beginning or the end? Dear. Is because Outlast 1 was actually very, very good. And I'm not usually a... Where is it? Is it a relic? Oh, oops.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
I'm not usually a horror type guy, but that game was really fun. I don't know what it was. Just really, really fun. Okay, so we've gone, you can see now we've gone through the passage, down the steps, and the little wine bottle is supposed to present the wine cellar. So we can keep going a little bit further until we reach, what is that, like a bird statue? I've seen that somewhere before. Reach that bird statue, and then we have to be careful of something that can apparently kill us. And then continue all the way to what I think is the Eye of Horus. Alright, so let's read this one.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
This guy is such a manipulator. Yeah, sure, bring up Lara.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Well, it's creepy because there's no bloody lights on. Look at this. There's lights up there. Okay, so this is going to be tricky to find, so I'm just going to do this. When I say tricky to find, I mean like it's going to be tricky to see if there are any relics or anything around. Alright, there's one there. And I got to move that to get past, so let's just grab this.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, She set a trap for me in the walk-in
Oh my
freezer,
God.
of all places. And before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside.
This is brilliant.
Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Okay, so a couple of things. An atelier, I guess, is a room. I don't know if judging from that context. And the second thing is, for those who don't know, in one of the earlier Tomb Raiders, it was actually possible to... Well, I mentioned that in several of the previous games on PlayStation, the original PlayStation, it was possible to, like the butler, who I guess in this case is Winston. I don't know if he was called Winston in the originals, but it was possible to move him around the manor. And it was actually possible to lock him in the freezer. You could walk in there, he'd follow you, and then he'd like stop. Like you'd go push him as far as you can in there, and then he'd stop, and then you'd run out and quickly lock the door. And people used to have so much fun doing that, and they mention it in this freaking little thing, this little message, and it is the most brilliant thing. If put it this way, if
Winston,
that...
I remember being so
Hang on.
angry. He was always so patient with me.
If this was made, if that game was made today, where you could put Winston in the cellar, it would be a trophy. And that is, that's so funny that they put that in there. I can't believe that. It's a nice little Easter egg for those of us who
King's
played the
Queen
original.
won. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by
Is that a
now,
reference to Jurassic
winning
Park?
isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Okay, I need the crowbar for this one as well. Okay.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that.
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate,
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this is a chess, like, piece board
I
thing.
would play chess
Oh,
with
wow.
old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm unfortunately no good at chess. I mean, I never really spent the time
Always
trying to
chose
learn it
knight.
properly, but
Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
I used to play with one of my friends, who I'm still friends with today. I remember we used to play at school during lunchtime sometimes in the library. Very rarely, but we would go up there and have a few games. And yeah, I beat him a couple times, but I know how it works. I'm just not very good at it.
Crossroads now. Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
I wonder if this is supposed to reference another, like, Robert Frost poem again. Two roads before me, both present joy and compromise. Yeah, I think the poem starts, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less travelled by. I mentioned that before, but yeah, just to add that again. For the time she was with us, I hope it was enough. I hope it was worth it. That's what she said there at the top. Lara's little thoughts. Nothing back here at all. Let's see, there's one there. And then I gotta move that one. Hang on a sec, is that another one there? Yeah, I gotta move that one and that one, so I'm just gonna go around here and just have a little look. Can I knock these over? Yay! Go! What the hell? They actually added this little bug, little cockroaches into it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty certain I just have to pull from the other side. Okay, cool. Let's read this one.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Cool. Alright, so let's pull this one out. Hold back. And then, what on earth? Why was that so glitchy there? I mean, it wasn't really glitchy, it was probably just knocking into the little thing here, but oh well. Okay, so now we're through here. Should be heading closer to that. What's this? It's a relic.
Dad loved a
Oh,
good
wow.
bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
It's a decanter. Interesting. Okay. You're gonna have to crouch down, Lara.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
How do I get that one? Alright, well there's no way I can enter from there, so it must be further on. Yeah, this is very like Batman. You can also like notice whenever you get to a certain, there's that statue thing that I was looking for. When you get to an area where they, you know, play like a memory, the screen lights up, and that happened a lot in Arkham Knight as well. Alright, let's try going here. Might be able to reach that thing from here. I think it's over here to the right, but let's have a look around here. Anything? No? Okay. Let me try this way. Okay, so that just leads onwards. That's supposed to be an infinity symbol? Hello? Is that a trap?
Water damage from the main hall above.
There's a trap there though. I mean, it's not going to really affect me, but let's try it anyway.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Okay. Oh, right, I see. The trap is, yeah, it's for when she was a girl. Alright, how the hell do I get over there? Must be from the other side, but like... Oh, hang on. That's the Eye of Horus, which means this is the way. So let's try this.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad.
Oh, there's, yeah, the
Shows
trap.
a path to the library.
Okay, so I get it. So this is the trap. So let's examine this area down here and try and find whatever that like grave marking was. Shouldn't be this, but let's have a look.
My stuffed bear.
Oh, maybe it
Couldn't
was.
have a tomb without a mummy.
That's actually really cute. Alright, what about over here? Anything? No, looks like we're all good. Not quite sure how to get that bloody thing. That bloody extra relic or whatever it is. So we'll just leave that. Okay, so pretty sure, let's just look one more time.
This is the map I made for my first
so
expedition.
there. Yep, okay, so that's pretty much the last thing. I can't scramble, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. Go around here. Maybe from the left. This could still be good. So it would be here, behind these boxes. So I'll just go forward and maybe it'll be to the left. Whoa, that was a good animation. Gotcha. There we go.
This bust
Anubis, yeah.
was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
This is the this is what Beerus from Dragon Ball Super is based off. Anubis. Looks very similar to him. Alright, anything here? Nope. I mean, yeah, but I have to get the crowbar. Oh, I can, I was like, hang on, I can jump. And I was like, that's right. I remember that now. Alright, so this is so far really simple. I think Lara's nightmare is going to be probably a little bit different, but here we go.
Dan's adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
1 and
There's
3.
a missing page.
Interesting. Another one.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
It was almost over before it started. I always admired Dad's ability to recognize when he was wrong. Wish my dad could recognize when he was wrong. Oh dear.
Okay.
I think it's important to
That
admit when
ledger
you're
has
wrong.
to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Jeez, I completely forgot about that bloody safe. Holy crap, this is huge. This looks really similar to the Uncharted 4 library. Spoilers. There's a library in Uncharted 4. Alright, that's fine. Let's look at this.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
So Reginald's armor is pretty rusty. It's seen better days. Okay, so there's a gramophone. Oh, I can actually play music. Let's do it. Get my video.
This music
What's
is
it called?
familiar.
Copyright.
It's beautiful.
I can barely hear it. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's start on one side of the room and work our way
I always
around.
accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Alright, so it said there she was beginning to believe Richard's ideas. That's nice when someone believes you. Alright, so there's a ladder here, and I can climb up. Ah, but I can also move it to that one. And it looks like I can't even get up there because that thing is in the way, so let's just move it now.
Took quite a tumble off this old thing when I
Oof.
was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
It's a nasty fall, I guess. Lighter?
Needs something to light this.
Alright, let's do this one here.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Alright, so that's probably what we need the lighter for. The vellum, I think I do know what that is. I think that's like a piece of paper, essentially. Like a piece of papyrus, specific type of paper. There we go. Oh, what the hell is that?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Oh, come on.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
Oh, I guess when I get them, they'll just tell me what the numbers are.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though.
BC.
The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Benjamin, remember? Called him Benjamin. What? Oh, right. Press and hold
Okay.
square
Should be able to light the fireplace now.
when near fireplaces throughout the manor to light them. Alright, we'll do that in a sec. Let's look at this dinosaur.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
I wonder if the developers, like children, drew these and they put them in the
So
game.
many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
And like, did they redraw them or did they just like scan them and put them in?
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Hang on a sec. Dad never told me about this myth. Why was he so sure? What did he find that convinced him it was real? Okay, so one of those moments of can't be unseen. I just realized. Look at the little tape recorder on the left side of the screen. The two circles at the top are eyes. The little, I guess that's probably the the what's it called? Like the brand. That little symbol is a nose, and then the giant sort of like the speaker is a mouth. It's like a surprised guy going, ah! Can't be unseen.
I was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
It was the elixir of life. Ooh, a giant globe. Alright, so let's keep looking around. Another area to climb up. Okay, we'll just look around. There's probably one more thing somewhere. There's one there, and... okay, two more things. Alright, let's look at them. What do we got this
I
time?
remember this now.
Oh, hello.
Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Cool. Alright, so we're gonna have to probably use that.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one. In the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes one of
Ah, damn it.
Winston's notes.
Too quick.
He always hits sweets for me to find.
Lara. Jaffa Cakes next to William Blake. Okay.
Jack,
Oh.
those were good times. The best times.
Good good coding there. They managed to keep the what do you call that sentence playing. Hello.
This picture was taken in the library.
My mother. 1820 additions to the main
1820
hall in
additions to the
progress.
main hall in progress.
1820 additions. Was that the code thing? What did he say? Something about like the manor hall. Look how she climbs up. Like who gets to the top of a ladder and uses their leg to push themselves up like that? Alright, I think we'll stop here. Next time I'll climb that thing, see what's up there, and then we can probably get the combination and we'll do the lighter. Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching episode 103 of Less Platinum and 100% Rise of the Tomb Raider. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.